His shooting death has sparked outrage across the nation. Many people have taken to the streets in protest of what happened to Trayvon Martin. Here's a look on how Chicagoans honored the Florida teen.
Replace the anger with happiness, with joy, with peace.
It began with a heart-filled prayer. They came by the hundreds, young and old. On March 24th, they joined forces in support of Florida teen Trayvon Martin to let the nation know they are tired of kids getting killed.
We can't let this go by like it has. America, this has got to stop. It's got to stop today.
Chicagoans came out in the rain to participate in a march in honor of Trayvon Martin. They are outraged, saying that they will march until justice is served. Protesters wore hoodies and carried iced tea and bags of Skittles. Those were the items Trayvon had when he was killed February 26 in a gated community in Sanford, Florida. Police say the 17-year-old, who was black, was shot by neighborhood watch volunteer George Zimmerman, who says he was acting in self-defense. Many protesters say Trayvon could have been them or their children.
I'm trying to teach my boys a lesson, teach them early so that they know, and they know what they're in for in the future.
I have nephews and cousins that have lost their lives due to violence in the streets, and it needs to stop right now.
Jonathan Garnett, who attends Proviso East High School, says that he now sees Trayvon Martin as one of his heroes.
I'm marching because I just despise racial discrimination in all forms already. So Trayvon, he's a hero to all of us.
The march continued down Michigan Avenue and ended on State Street. It was one of many that took place across the nation as people tried to make sense of the Trayvon Martin tragedy.
It's no more sitting at home talking about what we need to do. We need to come together and do this.
Since February 2005, Railroad Police Officer Howard Morgan has been in a battle for his life.
My husband, Howard Morgan, was shot 28 times by 4 white police officers.
7 years after surviving a multiple shooting, Officer Howard Morgan and his family continue to seek justice. Rosalind Morgan says what should have been a routine traffic stop turned into a nightmare for her family.
He identified himself as a police officer. They did not believe him, removed his weapon from him. The shooting began at that point.
Doctors at Mount Sinai Hospital say Officer Morgan was shot 21 times in the back parts of his body and 7 times in the front. He underwent multiple surgeries to correct his injuries. Craig Futterman, attorney and clinical professor at the University of Chicago Law School, says that police brutality cases are common in Chicago. Cases like Howard Morgan's are rare.
On average, over the years, people have brought about 2,000 or so complaints of police brutality each and every year.
Futterman says this is just a small fraction of those who have been harassed by the police. After spending months in the hospital chained to his bed, Officer Morgan was sent to a Cook County Corrections Facility and was charged with attempted murder. Now the Morgans rely on lawyers, their church, and activist groups to help in this fight for justice during the court trials. Bishop Bansa has been providing spiritual counseling for the Morgans.
As a spiritual leader, my job was to encourage, support, and let them know they weren't in it alone.
As he waits for his next court appearance in his attempt to clear his name, Officer Morgan continues to deal with emotional and physical struggles. For Metro Minutes, I'm Casey Boston.